Welcome to Saltyhead Adventures. On this part of the trip, we're going to be driving along the St. Lawrence Seaway from Quebec City all the way to Montreal. Welcome to Montreal, Canada, the largest city in the Quebec province, the second largest city in Canada. We just took the 3-hour drive down from the old city of Quebec, and now we're staying here in the heart of Montreal. It's a great city, it's French speaking, there's a lot to do, and we're going to do a lot of exploring. So please join us on another wonderful adventure with Saltyhead, exploring Montreal, Canada. They say there's 2 different seasons here in Canada. They got construction season and they got winter season. And right now, as you can see, it's construction season because everywhere I go, everything's blocked off. There's walls and there's fences and there's everything like that, but we'll get there yet. Typical of any city, flying rats. But a nice mural. We made it here to Schwartz's Deli. This is famous in Canada. It's smoked meats. Usually there's a line out here, but we got here early and took us 30 minutes walking up the city streets. But this is where we're coming to get a nice hot pastrami sandwich. And do you remember that famous scene with Meg Ryan where she has an orgasm?
Most women at one time or another have done it, so you do the math.
You don't think that I could tell a difference?
No.
Get out of here.
And Katz's Deli in New York. Well, this is the same kind of place right here. And here we have the pastrami brisket. If you don't mind. Making up a little. Is he making pastrami?
No, it's called smoked meat, right?
Smoked meat.
Yeah, it's a brisket.
Look at him go, huh?
What do we got here?
Pretty quick. These guys are good. That's what it looks like beforehand. Yeah. And it's a cute little place. It's small. That's what it looks like. Like I said, we're the first ones here, so it's... That's it. Here's the front door. You ready for some smoked meat?
Can't wait.
All right, he's making them for us right now.
What kind of sandwich you ordered?
Pastrami. We call it smoked meat though. Well, the taste test right now. See? See that? The mustard on it. Pastrami. Pretty good.
Schwartz, bonjour.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Bonjour, hi.
Anna, here you go. How'd you like the smoked meat?
That's the answer, honey.
There she goes. Yeah, she loved it. It was awesome. Nice experience. On to the next thing. And right now we're entering Chinatown. Every big city seems to have one. Montreal is no different. Chinese bakery, is that right? Wow. Look at that. Very beautiful here in Chinatown. And this is a Notre Dame Basilica, built in 1682. Incredible. I'll take you inside. Pretty. Kind of reminds me of Miami. How you doing? And this is the Dockside District. Lots of shops right here on the water. People just hanging out on this great day. Get yourself a tattoo here. Or buy some trinket for your girlfriend. It's all here at the Dockside. Overhead here, you got this obstacle park and another zip line. And here we have the Molson Brewing Company. Well, we got a little tired of walking around the city, so we decided to take this little boat around the island of Montreal. So we're gonna go get some drinks and food and go for a boat ride.
Hi, how are you?
Very
Welcome
good.
aboard.
Thank you.
The muster station and the disembarkation of passengers.
Vous avez désormais la plus belle vue sur la ville que nous aurons de la croisière.
Like I was saying before, Boston and Montreal are about the same size. Montreal has less population but more land mass. And on either side of the island of Montreal are rivers. On one side you have the St. Lawrence River, the other side you have the Ottawa River. And the St. Lawrence River begins up in New Brunswick, Canada, flows all the way down past Quebec to Montreal, and then it turns into the St. Lawrence Seaway, and that's where you get into locks and canals, and that will take you past Niagara Falls and through the Great Lakes. And the other thing is, right here in Montreal, the water is fresh on the St. Lawrence River. By the time it gets to Quebec, it's brackish and it semi-freezes. Here, it's frozen. By the time you get to the St. Lawrence River, it's ocean water, never freezes. And it's very deep, it's a mile deep. And Yeah, it's a beautiful city. This is a great way to tour the city by boat. It gives you a great overview. You get to see the city from the back, you know, from the whole skyline. And all the buildings are kind of short in Montreal because there's a mountain behind it, and they don't want to build any skyscrapers taller than the mountain behind it. And so that's why they're about the same size as Boston.
And here's the Olympic Village, which Montreal hosted back in 1976, and also the World's Fair back in 1967.
Our good friend Jafin, who used to live here, recommended this place, so we're going in.
This is a mole. This is a mole.
Okay, come on, and we got pho.
Mole and pho.
Wow.
Mole and pho.
What do you think there, Skipper? Huh?
I tell you in the end.
Okay, looks good to me.
It's different. Nothing left.
And this is St. Catherine Rue. It's a kind of a walking street. Lots of restaurants and shops. Goes right through the heart of right here in Montreal. And next week is the Grand Prix here in Montreal. It's a real big deal here. And here we have the Marie du Monde Basilica, where Mother Teresa used to visit, and the Archbishop of Canada lays resting in state. And this is where we're going to have dinner tonight at the Queen Elizabeth. And this is where John Lennon and Yoko Ono used to stay. And there's John Lennon, Yoko right there. They made this Fairmont property kind of famous. Right now we're here in a mall, and this is supposedly one of the largest malls in North America. I know there's Mall of America, but this is a big one too. Because of the winters here, it's all underground, and there's about 350 stores, and it goes on and on. You can spend the whole day in here. And Anna wants to try out the bagels here in Montreal. Supposedly they're some of the best anywhere in the world. And this is bagels. They're made as sandwiches with avocado and ham and salmon, all different kinds. Prosciutto. Really good stuff. Yeah, I guess Montreal's pretty good on their bagels. Right now we're taking the subway to the Botanical Gardens, and it's the third best botanical garden in the world. Gotta check it out. Here we have a close-up of the Olympic Center, and the Montreal Canadian hockey team used to play here. But what happened was twice the rooftop caved in due to the weight of snow, and there was no air conditioning. It was really hot in the summer and cold in the winter. They finally built a new building, but by then the Canadian hockey team was sold to the Americans, and so now it's a business building, and they play rock concerts in the dome. And in the background you can see the Olympic Village where all the Olympians used to stay, but now it's used as residences for the people of Montreal. Well, I hope you enjoyed our trip to Montreal. We had a lot of fun and saw a lot of things. And right now I'm here in the Botanical Gardens, and it's just a beautiful place. You gotta come and see it. And the time to come to Montreal was probably between May and October. It's a great time to see this place. And so until next time, this is Saltyhead, and I'll see you on our next one. when you come to the botanical gardens, just keep in mind that the flowers are not all in bloom. These are peonies, and these are just starting to come out. And I would love to see them, but I'd have to come back next week. So that's the thing, depending on when you're here. Right now it's the end of May, and in June it's going to be a whole new set of flowers. So you're going to have to come more than once. We'll have to come back, that's all. And right now Anna and I are at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel here in Montreal for our final night's dinner. And Anna's having the halibut and I'm having the beef. And thank you, Montreal, for hosting us.